Alrighty. This is a disaster. A podcast about disasters and the music they make us listen to. I'm Peter. I'm here with my co-host Lee.
I'm Lee. I'm here with Peter. Hi.
And also we have a special guest, Gary. You've heard from her before.
Hello.
On episodes about Chernobyl and also Typhoid Mary. And I'm also joined by my mustache, which wasn't here when we first started and now is glorious.
That's true. Also, the dog is here, but you can't really see him very well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's just, I think he's right
Wait,
down.
can you see him?
He's right down there, I think, right?
Can you see
Am
him
I
on
pointing
camera,
at him?
though? No,
Yeah,
in the camera. Can
He
you
blends
see him?
into
Trust
the...
us,
Yeah,
he's a
yeah,
dog.
He
I think
does.
He blends into the
And
carpet.
because I'm here, he has to always be with wherever I am.
Obviously.
Yep.
So today we've got another disaster accompanied with doom, or doom accompanied with a disaster. As a reminder, the reason that we're doing these streams is to raise funds primarily for men's mental health, because of the Movember movement, the reason for this mustache and these streams. Last week, if you joined us, I was goaded into playing Doom Eternal for the first time in like 2 years.
Yeah.
It went real well. As a reminder, I am paying $20 into my own campaign for every time I die, because I'm pretty good at Doom and I don't die a lot.
Dark Ages, though.
So
Not
how
Eternal,
many
clearly.
parties?
Wow.
Well, I was listening
It
last time.
Gary?
I was listening last time, and I was
I-
like, how much money are we taking out of our joint account?
To donate to men's mental health.
Yeah, I agree.
Glad-
I agree.
I
It's
didn't die on
important
purpose.
for
It's
sure.
really
I know.
hard.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Eternal
anyway.
is tough for you.
No, it's... What? Don't say it like that. It's not tough for me.
Wow.
It is, though.
I'm a
It's hard.
pro. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, every death I pay $20. As of last time, or the very first stream, Norm and Lee donated $20 each, and for every $10 donation, I'm going to increase the game speed by 10%. That's something you can do to make it harder. I think it's back down at 120%. So if anybody needs a reason to donate, $10 boosts it another 10% to a maximum of 150% speed. And again, the faster the game, increased odds of me dying. In terms of playing the game, I'm going to pick up where I left off last time. I was on the level where you get introduced to the dragon and you're messing everything up.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking, I don't know if there's like maybe for a donation, I jump ahead a few levels. Just because we're not going to have time. We have this stream and next stream. I don't know if we're going to get through the whole game. Okay, good. John has donated $10. I'm at 130%.
All right. Starting off with a bang.
So I'm going to start playing. I'm going to stop talking. Well, I'm going
Sorry.
to talk more. Last week, that's the other thing. I'm not going to do Doom Eternal because it didn't allow me to speak. It turns
No.
out it needs high levels of focus. Yeah. So I'm just gonna pick it up and I'm gonna shut up. And Gary's gonna tell us what we're talking about today.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Like, is this loud enough?
I can hear you great.
Perfect.
Not as loud as our daughter.
Yeah, no, she's loud.
She started speaking right now. We'd hear her from the top floor.
That's very true. So today I'm going to talk to you about a volcano that killed summer. So
All of summer?
Well, I'm not even being facetious about that. It
What do you mean
literally, like, it made summer not show up. And it'll become more clear when we get into it. But it's Mount Tambora. Has anyone heard about Mount Tambora?
Like tambourine? That's where they made tambourines?
No.
Then no.
Tambora is an Indian instrument, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
What kind of
Oh.
instrument? I'm going to say drum.
I don't actually know.
Oh,
You
okay.
often hear it accompanying a sitar and tabla, but I think it's like a droning kind of something.
Okay,
but
that's
I've
cool.
never seen
So
it.
probably not a drum if it's droning then.
Probably not a drone drum.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're already
Well,
off that.
it's interesting that you haven't heard about it because, given that you are a disaster podcast,
Mhm.
it was the largest volcanic eruption in recorded history.
Larger
Whoa.
than Thera. I guess Thera wasn't recorded.
Yeah. So we're talking about recorded history.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, sorry, are you razzing us for not having covered this disaster?
I mean, no, I was
Seems
mostly
like
just
an
surprised when I asked you. And the funny thing would be if you guys have actually covered it, we just can't remember.
We have. Anyway, thanks for joining
Okay.
us.
But anyway, it happened in 1815.
Okay.
In Indonesia. We'll talk about it in a second. But it was a category VEI 7, which is mega colossal.
I remember those rankings.
Yeah,
But
we're
can
going
you
to talk a
read it?
little
Oh,
bit.
okay.
I'm going to give you a quick refresh in a little bit. The Volcanic Eruption Index, the VEI, but mega colossal. That just sounds like something Doom-esque.
It does. It also describes how I would describe some other things in my life.
Okay, yep. Me too. Your farts. So,
Sorry?
what?
Yep.
Yeah, so,
My self-doubt.
oh, I mean, that too, probably.
I hope not. That's the line.
Yeah, okay. So anyway, it was a mega colossal volcano. It blasted tens of cubic kilometers of rock and ash into the sky. We'll cover a little bit more about how many. Am I too quiet?
Too loud? I want to get my level.
There we go. Go on.
Awesome. Okay.
You're alive.
And because I am a therapist, I can't not look at the psychological side of
course.
things. And so I kind of want to, as we go through, take us through maybe how people at the time made sense of the sky going weird, their crops failing, and their whole world kind of going literally dark.
Okay.
Well, they were just being punished. That's science.
1815.
Kind of,
you
basically,
said?
yeah. So now let's take a journey to Indonesia in the early 1800s.
All right.
Take us there.
I'm going to.
Okay. Sorry.
Literally just said that, okay?
Okay.
So Mount Tambora sits on the island of Sumbawa in what's now Indonesia on the Sunda volcanic arc. Pardon if I am getting any of these words pronounced wrong.
I think you're nailing it.
Before 1815, of course.
Wait, what?
Is that like some form of like dyslexia but with numbers? Okay, 1815. There we go. It was one of the tallest peaks in that whole area. It was roughly the size of the Matterhorn.
Sure.
It is a stratovolcano, which is volcanologist for it's very tall, it's very pretty, and absolutely horrible news when it erupts,
Right.
basically. So, but it does have that kind of like steep cone shaped, like it's got that beautiful, like, do you know what I'm talking about when you think of a volcano?
Yeah.
That's what you think
Yeah.
of, a stratovolcano,
I
basically.
usually think about crap in my pants. If I'm seeing a volcano, I'm probably dying.
Yeah. And also these volcanoes, the stratovolcanoes, are known to have thicker, stickier magma that tends to explode rather than kind of just ooze.
Okay.
Okay.
They checked that one.
Exactly.
This is thicker and
This
stickier.
is, yeah, exactly. Yep. So at this point, Tambora had been pretty quiet for centuries.
They do that, don't they?
Yeah.
They just chill.
Absolutely.
False
And
sense
in
of
terms of volcanoes, this is not usually a good sign. Although, I mean, it's great
It
if
is
it's
till
a
it isn't.
dormant. Yeah, exactly. It is till it isn't. I love that. That's perfect. And so by around 1812, people on Sumbawa, that's the island that it sits on, are noticing rumblings, some small eruptions, some ash. And it almost like, I love this this image of like the mountain clearing its throat before it like does a big
Yeah.
ass cough, you know?
3 years prior.
Yeah, it's just
That's
like
quite
coughing.
the prelude.
It's coughing for like 3
Right.
years, just like
Excuse me.
exactly.
It's nothing.
Okay, and so then right, what am I trying to say? Yeah, okay. It's clearing its throat for 3 years basically. It's like trying to, kind of start something. Now, from a psychological lens, maybe I'll ask you and put this to you, but what do you think you would feel if you're like living in the shadow of this giant volcano and it's kind of like rumbling?
Constant impending dread.
Yeah,
I feel
would
like
say
I'd
so.
be checking MLS for,
that's true. That's
another
true.
place to live. What would I feel in 1815? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, exactly. This mountain next to you is like grumbling.
Maybe
It's-
this is what
this
God
is my
has
lot.
in store for me. so-
Yeah, maybe. Back in the day, I mean, there was no seismology, there was no satellite images,
Sure.
no volcanology TikTok, if there is such a
A
thing.
lot of free parenting courtesy of that
Volk
volcano.
No CGI or nothing. It was all practical.
Exactly. And so it was just like all you had was the mountain sounds kind of angry and my goats seem kind of stressed,
Yeah.
So it's a bit like, what do I,
What
how do I feel? What
do?
do I do? How do I make sense of this?
Right.
And usually it was what I think, Peter, you were saying, which is kind of like or the gods. Maybe the gods, or maybe like, the universe, or who knows.
Well, I was just thinking,
Yeah.
a lot of parents got a lot of free parenting out of that volcano. You better eat your vegetables, or volcano's gonna know.
God.
Volcano.
Yeah, the god of the volcano. So then on April 5th, 1815, people across the region started to hear loud booms from Tambora. Except for that no one really realized where it was coming from. Okay. In Java, which is about 1,000 kilometers away.
That's where coffee's from.
British officials thought the sounds were cannon fire and dispatched troops in case someone was under attack. And I like this because it's such a human detail. It's like, again, we don't know what's happening. Yes. We're going to equate it to something that maybe has happened more recently, or something that we know, which is cannon fire.
Right.
And so we're going to just,
something, we're more on the lookout for. Yeah.
Exactly.
Also very human to send the army.
Yeah.
Let's go see if we can kill it.
Yeah.
I don't think they knew it was a volcano, though. They thought it was like maybe an army
an opposing
or other.
army. We
exactly.
can deal with that.
Yeah, exactly. So after that, the mountain quieted down. People shrugged and went back onto their, into their lives, and just kept going like,
guess it was nothing.
Yeah, probably nothing. So that was April 5th. And then April 10th to 11th was the main event.
Okay.
So 5 days later.
Sorry, I got to interrupt. It just reminds me of when my daughter was really little. I remember once we put her to bed, and she said something like, "Oh, Daddy, I felt like I was just going to throw up." And I was like, "Well, but you didn't," and left. And sure enough, 10 minutes later, poor kid, she,
You always bring a bowl if they say anything
I wasn't
about.
That probably means something's on the way. And I was like, "Oh, but you didn't." Yeah,
but
dodge bullet. And,
Then
you know.
No, you learn that the first time. Then it's always, we're getting a bowl and you're sleeping with it.
Exactly.
I feel. That's what our kids... Quite often we're like, where's the salad bowl? And it's like, it's probably in one of the kids' beds.
For anyone who will ever visit our house, they are very well washed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%. Yes. Okay. All right. So let's get back to the main event, which is Tambora erupts in earnest on April the 10th.
It just had enough at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it was done clearing its throat. It's time to cough up all the phlegm. If we're following the same metaphor, the gross, sticky magma metaphor. Okay. So eyewitnesses report 3 roaring columns of fire rising high into the sky, merging into a single mass of liquid fire flowing down the mountain, and pumice stones the size of fists rain down on nearby villages. Now, if you don't know what a pumice stone is...
It's a dream for spa owners.
Did you say spa owners?
Spa?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because pumice is that stuff that you, rub on your... You can buy the stones with the,
Yeah.
You know what with the holes where you rub on your heels?
Yeah,
Some people do?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
No, I was talking to Lee. not
Okay,
you.
sorry.
Okay, because he looked a little confused. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just demonstrating interest
Value.
through interaction. Go on.
Well, it's hard when you can't see us, I guess.
See, you're right there.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
yeah.
Multitasking.
So anyway, the wind is so intense, it's literally picking up people and animals and throwing them around.
Yes.
And the ocean looks like someone dumped an entire forest into it. And now I will read out a quote
picture.
that I found in a book from 18. I'm gonna have to not keep getting 19 and 1800s wrong.
You found a book
18
from 1815?
she's in the library all day.
1833 called Principles of Geology of the Modern Changes of the Earth and Its Inhabitants.
Yeah.
And you read this whole book.
I did, the whole thing.
Okay.
That's impressive.
But mostly just this one part about Mount Tambora. And okay, so this is a quote. Out of a population of 12,000 in the province of Tambora, only 26 people survived. Violent whirlwinds carried up men, horses, cattle, and whatever else came within their influence into the air, tore up the largest trees by the roots, and covered the whole sea with floating timber. Great tracts of land were covered by lava, several streams of which, issuing from the crater of the Tambora mountain, reached the sea. So heavy was the fall of ashes that they broke into the residents' house at Bima, 40 miles east of the volcano, and rendered it as well as many other dwellings in the town uninhabitable.
Yikes.
I like how some people care about one person's house. It's like, because resident is like in capital letters. So like one person's house was broken into, but also everyone else died. So I don't know why we care about that. The floating cinders to the westward of Sumbawa formed on April 12th a mass 2 feet thick and several miles in extent through which ships with difficulty forced their way. The darkness occasioned in the daytime by the ashes in Java was so profound that nothing equal to it was ever witnessed in the darkest night. I mean, talk about like intense, right? Like imagine being there.
Like
although, to be fair, they were pretty hyperbolic in the 1800s.
I mean, probably a little bit, yeah.
It was a little dark.
It might have been
It was, yeah.
overstating it.
Maybe. Although this volcanic dust, when it fell, was an impalpable powder, again, maybe hyperbolic, it was of considerable weight when compressed. A pint of it weighing 12 ounces and 3/4. And I'm like, I love the idea that someone like went around collecting ash and like, you know,
Weighing
tamping
it
it
on
down
scales.
and being like, how much is a pint of this?
Well,
Counterpoint, what else are you doing in
Not
the
much else.
I
to
mean,
do.
that's fair. That's fair.
Your house
Yeah.
has just been incinerated.
Okay, so that was the end of the quote, but that's kind of what was happening
Well,
at
that's
that
intense.
time, which is intense, and it lasted a few days. So it's like this. I mean, he talked about the April 12th, so this is like 2 days later.
And probably like breathing it all in too.
Oh, that would that would have been
Maybe
brutal.
that's being
Those
covered.
guys up the Black Lawn.
Yeah. So villages close to the volcano were annihilated by pyroclastic flows.
Oh, I remember that from
Pyroclastic.
St. Helens.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on. I'm going to ask you then. Do you remember what pyroclastic flows are?
It's like a mass of ash and just hot stuff from the volcano. And mud. And
Yeah.
maybe water.
Yeah, that's pretty
Smart.
right. Those
Bunch of hot
I
stuff.
wasn't saying you weren't. I was just testing your knowledge. Those superheat. So it's they are superheated avalanches of gas and ash that can race down a volcano at highway speeds.
Highway speed.
Yeah.
Well, okay. What highway?
I mean, that's a great point. I don't know.
The
It didn't-
Autobahn, Pizza.
Yeah. Okay, and then came the darkness. This darkness that was
The band.
we heard.
Sorry.
No, I love it.
I'm a fan of their song, Get Your Hands Off My Woman, motherfucker.
Don't know that one.
So, on April 11th.
Can you please stay on topic, Gary?
I'm working on it.
Loser.
We gotta get through this. Okay. On April 11th, the British East India Company ship Benares, I don't know, was sailing near the island, and the captain wrote that the darkness was so profound that throughout the remainder of the day, that I never saw anything equal to it in the darkest night. So basically, he was just saying that night
cool.
and day were the same. It was so dark that there was no change at all.
Right.
People gotta chill.
Yeah.
And with a never seen anything. You've never closed your eyes, dude? Come on.
And apparently the ash piled a foot deep on the deck, and they had to throw several tons of it overboard. And then they said when daylight finally returned, the sky was still choked with haze. Which makes sense, because we kind of have been experiencing those forest fires
Yeah, for
recently,
sure.
and you kind of can
There's
see
a
the haze, you know?
palpable haze.
Yeah.
Even though it's like obviously nothing compared
Right.
to what you're describing. But
Yeah, yeah,
it is
for sure.
noticeable.
We get a very mild, on the spectrum, we get a very mild taste of the haze.
Never measured it in pints.
I know, right?
never,
And over the whole region,
Manifested as a solid.
yeah. And over the whole region, tsunami waves up to 4 meters high were smashing the coastlines, wiping out rice fields, coastal settlements, and things that were already buried in ash. So it was like
Getting it from all sides.
adding insult to injury. There we go. Yeah, yeah.
Twist the knife.
So a lot of shit was going down. It was horrible.
I'm just trying to picture how
Yeah.
it would have been contained, like in like this East India fella was sailing in. Like, at what point would there have been, light, fine, and then darkness? Like, would it have been an extreme shift? Would it have been gradual? I'm just trying to.
I don't know. That's
Don't
a
know.
good point.
Yeah.
And
Just trying
also, why wouldn't you sail away from it?
Why would you go there?
I mean, that
Well,
would
maybe
be
he was coming to help.
maybe.
I'm going to assume the best.
Now,
Yeah, sure.
again, from a psychological perspective, this is like pure capital T trauma.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know,
Okay.
like you've got your sensory overload, which is everything going on around you. There's heat, there's ash, you can't see, there's super loud noise, like everything's going on. No sense of control over anything. A threat to your life, given that only 26 people survived.
Right.
And a loss of home in your community. Okay. Now, sorry.
Yeah, I could see how that would be
traumatic a little bit.
For sure.
Bothersome.
Yeah. So modern research does tell us that among people that are exposed to disasters, about 1/3 or more will go on to develop serious mental health conditions. So whether that be PTSD or post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, or anxiety. So 1/3. That's a lot. That's a lot of people that experience this. And so, if you think about Tambora and the people that did survive Tambora, there's sudden terror, there's massive loss, there's no time to process any of it. These are all kind of classic ingredients for probably developing this. Now, back in the day, they didn't really have much about this, and I will talk about that in a second, but...
That's what I was going to ask. But
yeah. We'll get there very briefly, because there's really not much. But I want to do a sidebar on how big was this thing in Empire State Buildings. Because
yes, please.
I've been told
unit of measurement.
Yes, I've been told that this is. So we want to talk scale, okay? And if we're going to talk scale, I want to talk about the volcanic explosivity index. So the scale is what volcanologists came up with in the late 70s to compare different volcano eruptions, kind of like the Richter scale for earthquake.
Yeah.
It is logarithmic, just like the Richter scale, I believe. I think the Richter scale is logarithmic. Anyway. But this one is for sure. And so each step up from 0 to 8 is roughly 10 times more explosive.
Okay.
So
a little known fact, Andy Richter came up with the Richter scale.
Quite late in life.
Who was Andy Richter again?
He's one of the...
He's Conan O'Brien's sidekick.
Oh, right.
Also
yes,
one of the
yes.
quintuplets from Arrested Development.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so, sorry, I'm getting... distracted by you.
I don't know how that could happen.
Welcome to the show.
I know, right? So VEI, if you have an index of 0 to 1, that's like gentle lava oozing and like small burpiness. I mean, if we're going to again equate it to like a little, like little farts, little burps.
Okay. I'm going to start using this around the house.
Sure.
I'm at like a 2.
Yeah. Oh, 0 to a 1 is.
I'm at a 1.
Okay. So
at least at all times.
These are kind of like the Hawaiian style eruptions that you see where you can like actually go and visit a volcano and you can like watch it ooze and even be close to it. So that would be a 0 to a 1. A 3 to 4 would be a proper explosion with ash columns a few kilometers high. That would be kind of like your Icelandic volcanoes, I think, where it kind of closes aviation down for a bit.
Right.
Do you remember what was the one?
But that's still a big deal.
Yeah. So that's a 3 to a 4. 5 is Mount St. Helens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Escalates quickly.
Yeah. So 5 is Mount St. Helens, which is big, catastrophic, but and very much like part of history. It changed a lot. A VEI of 6 is, and okay, I read this and I wasn't sure if you guys would remember this. Pinatubo.
Sorry, what?
1991, apparently there was a volcano called Pinatubo, and it caused global cooling, really amazing sunsets and stuff. But I don't remember this, and I would have been, but I think I would have been 6 at the time, barely out of like communist Bulgaria behind the Iron Curtain. So.
Right.
I probably don't.
Other things on your mind.
Yeah,
They
but I
didn't
don't know. Do
acknowledge
either of you remember anything?
1991?
It's called Pinatubo.
I wasn't paying attention to much other than heavy metal. And
Yeah.
That's fair.
What year was this?
1991.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
you were.
I was. I would have turned 15. That
Okay.
year.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I was checked right out.
Yeah, that makes sense. And
far
maybe
as
in North
world events
America
go.
we didn't. Maybe we didn't. I don't actually. I can't remember. I didn't look it up. If anyone in the chat would like to comment on where it is in the world, then maybe we'll.
Yeah.
No.
Nuclear Norm says, didn't Trump cancel VEI?
I mean, he might have. If we're gonna be, I don't know if that's a joke or
DEI
not.
joke.
Oh, okay, I see. Good one, Norm. Okay, so VEI 7 is where Tambora's at, which is super colossal or mega colossal.
That's
7.
Yeah, that
man.
means that there's tens of cubic kilometers of ejecta and strong measurable effects on global climate. And there's actually only been a handful of VEI 7 eruptions in the last few thousand years.
Okay.
Now VEI 8, that would be the highest, is sometimes called apocalyptic or super volcanic.
Yeah, I've described
World
myself
ending.
that way.
And those,
Civilization ending.
yeah, basically, they're reserved for the truly absurd events, like there's a few prehistoric ones, like a Toba eruption, where thousands of cubic kilometers of material and exploded and created planet-level consequences.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Tambora
When was that?
didn't.
Was that one of
I
the
don't know,
extinction
prehistoric.
Oh, okay.
Again, I should.
Do you have a year for that, or?
I don't. I can look it up on my phone though.
Well,
if you
but
want.
by definition,
prehistoric.
Prehistory?
No, but they might have like a range.
That's true.
And I will be talking a little bit
check
about
the geologic.
Hey, can we check the record on that?
Yeah.
Check the record.
So again, Tambora isn't quite like that. It's not a VEI 8, but on a human time scale, it's kind of as big as we've seen since we started recording history.
The biggest you can see and still be able to record it.
Yeah, basically. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about how much ejecta was erupted.
You can't say that around boys. We're
I know.
gonna giggle.
Okay, so Tambora erupted tens to hundreds of cubic kilometers of material. Okay, so
Clothes, dryers,
I know it's
dressers. All this random stuff coming.
Oh, never mind.
So some people think that it was about 50 kilometers cubed. Three? Yeah, and then others think it's almost up to 160 kilometers cubed. Now, what does this mean in terms of Empire State Buildings?
Yes, please.
Of rock? Around 50,000 on the low end, and 140,000 Empire State Buildings in volume on the high end.
140,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so can you picture 140,000, guys?
Wait, hold on.
I know, right? It's easy to picture that in the sky, just
got it.
erupting out of all.
I
Okay,
can't
cool.
picture 100.
Easy.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Empire State.
But you asked for Empire State Buildings, and I'm giving you Empire State Buildings. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Now I'm gonna do a sidebar within a sidebar.
Whoa.
I know.
Sidebarception.
Sidebar inception for sure. Since we're already talking about Tambora, and I think you guys have mentioned this before. I think maybe even Nuclear Norm might have, but correct me if I'm wrong. Let's do the same for our favorite anxiety volcano, or my favorite anxiety volcano, Yellowstone. So there's been 3 huge Yellowstone eruptions in the past.
Okay.
One at 1.3 million years ago. Sorry, one at 2.1 million years ago, which was by far the biggest ever. And we know that again through the record. There's one 1.3 million years ago and one 630,000 years ago.
Okay.
Wow.
So the first one, Huckleberry Ridge, which sounds like so sweet,
I know.
Yeah, nothing could
Just
possibly go wrong there.
right? Like, we're going to Huckleberry Ridge.
Huckleberry Ridge.
It kind of sounds like
Bring
some
a
sort
picnic
of
basket.
like, Hickory Farm, kind of like Huckleberry Ridge. Anyway, so this one, and again, these are such ginormous numbers. I don't even compute.
Right.
But 2,450 kilometers cubed of material, or 2.3 million Empire State Buildings.
Thank you.
2.3 million Empire State Buildings of ejecta.
No problem.
So
Well, it had been holding on to it for a while.
It's gotta go somewhere.
yeah, and I was like, I can't even fathom what that amount of kilometers is. So I asked ChatGPT or Google to tell me, like, can you give me a distance of 2,450 kilometers? Like, not even cubed. I just want to know what the distance is.
How many
And
times around the Earth?
No, it's actually not. It's between London and Athens in airtime. But
okay.
again, like, that's just one straight line.
As
We're
the
thinking
crow
of it
flies.
like cubed, which
Right.
is yeah,
That cubed.
yeah, which I can't. Again,
That's so much.
yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. So when people say, Yellowstone is a super volcano, what they usually mean is that this one volcanic system has in the past launched a couple of million Empire State Buildings into the sky. If we're gonna,
Wow.
yeah.
Yep.
And so suddenly Tambora, with its 50 to 150,000. Yeah, 160,000 Empire State Buildings. Kind of feels a little bit weak, but it did do a lot of damage.
Not to puny humans.
Yeah, exactly. So let's talk a little bit about the local aftermath. Unless there's any questions, I'm going to pause for questions. Anything in the chat? Anyone want to know anything?
Nothing yet, but maybe because of that prompt, there might be some questions.
No worries. I'm going to take a sip. Are you planning on checking in on our son?
He's probably fine.
Okay.
He would have come down by now, or we would have heard his
My
wailing.
daughter thinks I'm awesome in the chat.
Oh,
She's not the only one, Lee.
I know.
thanks.
She really isn't.
I'm sure there's someone
We also
else.
think you're awesome, Eva.
Oh, thank you very much.
That was
I need to hear it.
my joke was that I made it sound like it was me, but then I misdirected.
All right.
Funny.
And go. All right.
You're awesome too.
I think you're awesome too. Wait, was that what we were talking about? I didn't hear you. All right. The local aftermath. There was a lot of famine, grief, and burned villages.
Okay.
Yeah. Just, I
Got
mean,
it.
that's
Moving
kind
on.
of so ashfall blanketed an area roughly the size of the continental U.S.
Jesus.
Yeah. Like
That's a lot of Empire State Building.
Yeah. That's a lot. I didn't actually calculate that in Empire State Buildings, but it's a lot.
You already have it. It's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole US of A.
Exactly, 140.
So the
That's
least
how they talk there.
Yeah.
one of them.
So the nearby islands, like Lombok and Bali, were completely smothered under layers of ash. And it was so heavy that a lot of people had their roofs collapsing. All the crops died. The wells were contaminated. And obviously famine set in. So remember how I said that original number of 12,000 people died?
I do.
That was kind of in the original explosion right there. In total, we think that the estimates say that about 71,000 people died as a result of the eruption. And there might be actually many, many more if we think of the direct blasts, the tsunamis, the starvation, the disease.
Right. Long term.
And actually, I was trying to figure out too, because it was like 71,000 people now in today's world. This sounds horrible because these are all individual human lives we're talking about, but it doesn't sound like, you know, the Fukushima, I think there was more, and then the one.
Is that the tsunami? Or
The tsunami there, and then there was another one in early 2000s that was really brutal, and it was like in the hundreds of thousands of deaths. So I was just kind of wondering in 1815 how many people were on the earth. And I guess it was about a billion people.
Oh,
No,
wow.
no,
Okay.
but about a billion. So way, way, way less than now.
Way less, and probably way less per
Dense.
capita.
Huh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For
compared
sure.
to Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
Nuclear Norm's asking 70,000. Is this actually the deadliest disaster you've ever covered? Well, you did one on climate change, so you tell me.
And the end of the universe. so
Ongoing disaster. We're all gonna die.
But theoretical.
Hi, Linnea.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Okay, and so, right. Okay, so again, the estimates show that 71,000 people roughly probably died as a result of the eruption. Now, almost 2 centuries later,
Bummer, man.
Yeah, bummer. Archaeologists dug into the layers of ash in Tambora, and they found remains of entire buried villages. They had pottery, they had tools, they had human skeletons. So they actually dubbed it the Pompeii of the East because it was similar.
I mean, it was certainly on my mind as you were discussing blanketed in ash. And
Yeah. It was
can't
like
not think of
really well
Pompeii.
preserved.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, I think I've written an episode about Pompeii to be recorded.
All right.
Oh, recorded. Okay. I was like,
Back
to be
when,
recorded or released? Cause
No, I'll be hosting some of these again soon.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a classic disaster.
Yeah.
I'm looking
It
forward
is.
to it, especially since I went there last summer. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How was it? Did you see any of the bodies and stuff?
They're not really on display. It's
No, they
so
put those
weird.
all away, Gary.
There's
No,
like,
because you see pictures sometimes.
well, that's what you wanted to kind of go there to see, right?
Yeah.
Like, where are the bodies? There was one. And we
Oh.
kind of asked our tour guide, and maybe there was a language thing, although my wife speaks Italian, so
Yeah.
it shouldn't have been a problem. But he was like, oh, that's in the museum, and it's closed.
Oh, okay.
It's seasonal.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Well,
That's annoying.
I
on our
just
money
want
back
to see a charred corpse.
Yeah.
I mean, it was well worth
I
the
mean,
trip.
you're charring a
That
lot of
aside.
corpses right now, aren't you? In
Yes,
Doom?
you're
So
doing
technically you're.
Is that too much to ask?
Yeah.
I came all this way.
I know. We don't have that where I live.
Okay.
As I walk in an ancient city. Anyway.
And again, psychologically, there's a few layers here. Like, is it layers? Anyone?
Oh, because of
ash
magma?
and stuff?
Ash.
I don't
Plastic
no, okay,
float.
whatever.
It works on
There's
level.
acute trauma, right? You're watching your family die, your
It's not
animals
that
die,
cute.
your neighbors die. There's famine. There's tons of displacement. There's survivor guilt. There's there's some, what am I trying to say? It's the end of the day, guys. It's been a long day, and this is live.
We're with you.
But there's some quotes from historians that tell of survivors trying to sell either themselves or their children into slavery so they can buy rice.
Oh, boy.
Holy.
Like the famine was just so crippling at that time.
Right.
And there's tons of like long-term mental health stuff here. Again, we're talking about PTSD,
Yeah.
depression. I mean, imagine like seasonal affective disorder at this point. If you're like, if you know, there's no summer and you're, yeah, and pure survival mode. So, yeah, basically, it's thousands of people that are nervous. Their nervous systems are trying to adapt to the thought of the mountain exploded and then the sun went away.
Yes, for sure.
Which is hard.
Which is unprecedented.
Yeah.
You've got some sympathy in the chat about having a long day.
But from who?
Linnea.
Thank you. I agree. It has been a long day.
Do you think though?
Yeah.
I mean, back then, like, death would have been a lot more,
That's a really good point.
I guess, commonplace than
Yeah.
certainly now, because, you know, just 'cause that's how it was back then. You were a lot more likely to,
Yeah.
you know, be hurt or killed in a variety of ways. Because.
No, you're totally right. In like childhood mortality and like this was like,
And, like,
pre-penicillin and things, I believe.
Exactly,
and so
yeah.
you're totally right. I think we were much more used to death, but I don't know if we were used to this level of traumatic
for sure.
death.
Like I
So,
said, this
but
is
you're right.
unprecedented.
Yeah.
Not like it's not like being kicked by a horse or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
Commonplace.
well, and now I have 5 children instead of 6.
Well, instead of 18.
Instead of 18.
You know, I have 3 instead.
Now I'm
so
down to
it's like
3.
exactly. But you're right. You're totally right. Peter and I are actually reading at the same time. And my therapist book club is reading this book on death and dying.
I don't get
real
enough
light,
of it at work.
real light reading. But no, it's from this
extracurricular.
like palliative care physician, and she just talks about all of her experiences with her patients that have died and
Oh,
kind of
man.
what she's learned about it and how we really are like such a death averse society right now that we
Sure.
can't even talk about it. We talk about things and we can't even say the word. We can't even say death because a lot of us like
Oh, I
react.
know. It's yeah.
And we kind of need to start talking about it more. So I love that question. I think that was amazing.
Well, thank you.
But
Well,
yeah.
that's not... Okay, that's fine.
it was okay.
No, I think that was a really great question. So from a psychological perspective, for sure. So yeah, a little sidebar about mental health in the 1815. It's the tiniest sidebar you may have ever had on this, but really they had zero concept of anything to do with mental health.
Sure.
And PTSD. There was no emergency mental health teams, no antidepressants. There was no trauma-informed anything, really.
Were there insane asylums?
Probably.
Probably.
And at that point, distress, I guess it depended on what part of the world you're in, but
Yeah.
distress was often kind of associated with as a sign of weakness.
Oh, no.
Right. Or war, maybe.
Yeah,
Shell shock.
exactly.
Did that come
Shell
later?
shock. I think maybe that came a bit later after the first one. Did you just die?
So
Gonna-
technically, no, I
Use
have
that,
these life sigils, but I'm going to count it.
Oh my
I'm gonna
goodness.
count it.
Okay. But yeah, so
I
it
got
might
cocky. Sorry, go on.
no, but it might have been interpreted as kind of moral weakness, or that you're not
Oh, for
stoic
sure.
enough, or
Yeah.
that you can't handle it. Or again, if you're trying to find reasons, you might have thought that like your God is punishing you for something,
yeah.
or that maybe you're just cursed,
Cursed.
or
yeah.
something about like Satan. You know, like we can.
Satan.
There's a lot there, but yeah, basically it's a lot, and it was not. I mean, people. I don't think they were well taken care of.
I'm getting razzed now about getting good.
Oh, okay.
I'm all right.
And so now, though, we know that after disasters, a significant proportion of people, I mean, it's a minority, but it's still a significant minority of people will develop PTSD or depression or anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
And so social support really early on and kind of non-pathologizing care can be really, really, really important. I do not do that. So I might say that I am a psychotherapist, but I don't do that kind of care. But I do have clients that have had, let's say, extremely traumatic birth stories or pregnancy stories, or child loss and things like that, and I could see the grief there. It can probably equate to some of the things that they were experiencing. Yeah, we're all humans, the human condition.
Yeah, we're generally tough, but
yeah,
not impervious.
Exactly.
Tough like cockroaches.
Not mentally though. Or physically.
That's
I would say
meant.
no, we're not at all.
No, we're
humans.
vulnerable little meat bags.
Yeah. Some of us might be more resilient than others, but it's kind of, we don't know. Okay, so let's keep going. The sky goes weird, ash, aerosols, and the climate. All right, so Tambora didn't just wreck Sumbawa, which is the island that it's on. It really created issues with the whole climate system that year. The eruption injected through ejecta such vast amounts of sulfur dioxide and fine ash into the stratosphere that it kind of formed that global veil of sulfate aerosols that reflects sunlight back into space.
Nuclear, no.
Yeah. And so that year, scientists estimated the global temperatures dropped about 0.4 to 0.7 degrees Celsius. And sorry for the Americans, I don't know what that is in French.
That's fine, doesn't matter.
It's unimportant.
Yeah.
The civilized people know
Yes,
what we're talking about.
Go on.
So 0.7 degrees Celsius is pretty huge, given that we're like freaking out in the reverse way now with climate change about 1.5 degrees and even more of global temperature. Is it ocean temperature? I can't remember exactly. Maybe nuclear normal, no?
Yeah. You probably will.
But the fact that the global temperatures dropped so much the following year was huge for the whole planet. And actually in 1816, that year went down in history as the year without a summer.
That's right. I think I've heard about that.
Yeah. So in Europe, it was the coldest summer on record between 1766 and 2000. So I guess 2000 we had a colder summer.
Okay.
But so there was tons of crop failures and famine.
Right.
In North America, people saw a
Norm
persistent
says global average temperature.
global average temperature. Okay, thanks.
Also, I'm going to take this pause to remind everybody that I'm only at 130% speed right now. There's 2 more steps. I need just $10. Go on.
Okay.
Top it up.
Awesome.
Men's mental health.
So
Okay.
in North, in
Go on. Can you just take it away
Okay,
whenever
cool.
you're ready.
Okay. In
More
North
about the volcano, please.
in North America, people saw a persistent dry fog that dimmed sunlight so much that sunspots, or like when you look at the sun, which we should never really do unless you're Trump and looking at it.
Yeah.
The other day I was driving the car and our daughter was like, I just looked at the sun and my eyes hurt. I'm like, yeah,
Oh
don't
my
do that.
God.
Sweetie, I'm trying to keep you alive in the car. I can't
Seriously.
I can't
Yeah.
monitor
control your eyeballs.
Yeah.
You're
But
gonna
so
have
because the sunlight was so dimmed and there was so much haze, you know how in the summers when there's the wildfire smoke, you can actually kind
Yeah.
of see the red
It's
sun
like a
there?
hazy red ball.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It is very cool. But so
Right,
imagine that, but
the
even more. And you
Okay.
can actually see sunspots on the sun.
oh, weird. Yikes.
Yeah. So that's how dim it was.
That's how dim I am.
Sorry.
Okay.
Dumb.
And they said that neither wind nor rain cleared it, which makes sense, right? Because it's
Neither
like
wind
just
nor
in
rain.
I know it sounds so poetic. You're
Yeah.
right about the quotes from the past.
Yes.
They
Anyway,
have more
so
time to write.
They
What
do.
else are they going to do?
Yeah. There's no doom to keep them busy.
That's true.
yeah. Exactly. So, let's imagine this together. Imagine waking up to a sky that looks super wrong for months and months on end.
Okay.
You have no idea what's happening. The sun is blurry and red. It's hazy. The light is
freezing.
filtered like smoke. The seasons are out of whack. And And if we think about this through a human, like a mental health lens,
End of days.
that could really it could feel end of days. It could mess up our circadian rhythm because it's like what's day, what's night. It can also with like seasonal affective stuff.
Yeah.
Famine, you're like, are my crops gonna grow? Are they not? Do I need to sell my children into slavery to afford rice? You know,
Is that such a bad
is now
thing?
on the table.
exactly. And so
John says sounds like a pretty great summer.
God. And so, in general, it was just kind of horrific.
Right.
In New England, so this is like
Well, this is the New England.
in New England,
Stephen
aka
King country.
Old America,
Mm.
there and in Eastern Canada. 1816 was so bizarre that people nicknamed it 1800 and froze to death, which I thought you two would find ridiculous.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
They'd called it that then?
yeah.
No, they didn't.
No, they did.
That's amazing.
Apparently, they called it 1800 and froze to death because frost killed all their crops in May in Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Vermont, and upstate New York. So even in May, they were still getting, like, their crops were. They had snowfall in June, and frost even hit New Jersey in late June, which by that point is
Summer.
Is basically summer. And I guess they kept I had oh yeah, okay, hang on, no, that is coming up. So okay, one woman in Massachusetts, I'm not sure why this one was quoted so prodigiously everywhere when I was doing my research on this. Her name is Sarah Snell Bryant. She yeah, I know, okay.
Nothing funny about that.
She wrote in her diary weather backward. That's it. But everyone was quoting this.
She wrote. Sorry,
what?
Some clarity.
Just
the
weather.
word weather backwards.
No.
Red.
No. She wrote just weather backward. 2 words.
I
just
insist
weather
you're
backward
more
in her
clear, please.
diary.
Weather
And then-
backward. Oh, like the weather is backwards?
Basically.
Okay.
But I don't know why everyone thought this was so important, but because everyone all the sources I was looking at thought it was so important, I was like, I
Well,
might as
It's just
might
it's
as well.
impressive. Did you do it with a mirror? Just free-handed.
They found some
No.
lady's diary and it said 2 words.
Yeah, no.
And
Weather.
stood the test
Okay,
of time.
in upstate
What
New
could it
York,
mean?
in upstate New York,
This place never.
at a Shaker community, Nicholas Benet, or Bennett, I guess.
No. We're going with Benet.
Benet.
Also, I
Okay.
want this on my wall. I've never understood
Where
it.
did that come from?
I don't know. It's just weird.
Huh.
I don't know what it is. It's just weird
Is
looking.
that an Easter egg?
Okay. Anyway, so Nicholas Benet or Bennett,
No.
whichever way you
Please,
just said.
go with your gut.
Okay,
It's
wrote
Benet.
in May that all was froze and the hills were, quote, barren like winter. They kept replanting crops and still in July, quote, everything had stopped growing. So I can't even imagine how fucking stressful that would be.
Yeah.
You're like constantly replanting and you're like getting ready for harvest and like normal, nothing's working. There's frost all the time. You cannot prepare at all for the next coming winter.
Yeah, you're getting ready to store up for winter during the winter.
Guys, I think we're selling more kids. Good thing we have 8.
Yeah.
Well, with child mortality is
Well,
probably just
7.
one at that point.
We're playing the odds.
Okay. But yeah, so food shortages, failed harvest, economic stress led to a lot of riots and famine in both Europe and North America.
No. Well,
Gary, you don't
fight.
have to answer. Which one would we sell?
Oh my God.
Peter.
Hang on, which one would
Obviously
you
your
sell?
daughter.
I asked first.
Oh my God, why Ori?
Just trying to
How
stir the
many?
pot.
Yeah, no, what? I wouldn't sell either of them.
Who asked that question? Come on,
Some
Yeah.
chat. I
You
just
should be ashamed of yourself. Anywho, psychologically, there's a lot of chronic stress and uncertainty.
right there was.
Yeah. People start to reach for explanations, right? They're thinking about, like, what's this divine anger? What is this moral decay? Is it bad politicians we can blame? Is this a curse? Is this a blight?
Why does everything bad happen to me?
Yeah, because at that point, when the cause is basically invisible, right? If you weren't in Tambora, you would have no idea what happened
Well, no.
across the world.
No.
can I get a quick distinction between curse and blight?
Blight. You don't get to trot that out too often.
Yeah, but like if
A
we had
blight
to,
on.
I don't know. I use them interchangeably. Perhaps they shouldn't be. Blight me is a little more towards crops, I think.
demon, or curse, I associate more with like demons or
Witchery?
witchcraft.
Yeah,
Witchery.
curse is to do with magic.
What
or
is it? Not witchery.
It's something you sort of intone. Like
we
curse
have,
you. A blight is like.
Also,
I
never
thought it
had to
was more
define it
crop-
before.
Yeah, no, right? Me either. Can anyone
have a-
define it in the chat for us?
Yeah, it's
something,
like a
I'm gonna
blemish.
toss that one to nuclear norm. Can we get a distinction between
Can we get
blight
a?
and
Can
curse?
we get a?
Also,
Yeah.
we have a trial Andy in the chat, and it says it bothers him that the animation for pulling the lever is the same as it was in the first 2016 game. To
That's
which
why I
I'll
like it.
say,
It's a callback.
eat it. And thank you for joining.
Okay. So, again, when the cause is invisible, so, they had no idea what happened across the world from them, and it's just the sky is darker, you can see sunspots.
You really know what's going on.
There's no summer. You're basically freaking out and thinking this is like some sort of curse or something.
Blight.
Again, divine justice or
Yep.
who knows what. Blight, curse. Norm, we're still waiting on the definition.
Okay, he's working on it. I can hear him typing. Oh, hold on. We got a definition. A curse is a broad term for a magical affliction causing misfortune, while blight is a specific type of curse that typically causes decay, withering, and death, particularly flora, fauna, or land.
I said that.
Yeah.
I said crops and stuff.
There
Okay,
you did
there
say
we go. There we go. All right. I know my witchery. Okay. All right. So they basically at this point are because human brains
Yes.
are problem-solving machines, and so you try to reach for whatever answer comes to you, and often we fill in the blanks with whatever story feels most emotionally satisfying to us. So you could say blight, Peter could say curse, and I could say divine justice.
I'd probably go with curse.
Divine justice.
And we could all be right.
Yeah.
It could all be emotionally satisfying to
Can't
us.
prove a negative.
Yeah,
Can't disprove a negative.
exactly. I mean, you can kind of, there's some parallels to like 2020s. There's some like COVID energy there with the global anxiety and like that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to. Instead,
not why we're
I'm
here.
going to take a slight tangent or sidebar
All right.
to talk a little bit about climate anxiety, but 1816 edition. So today we have words, which I actually learned one of these for the first time. We have eco-anxiety, which I think everyone's heard of and can probably self-explanatory, right? So it's like your chronic fear or distress about environmental doom and climate change, which is kind of coming for us.
Is it though? I've heard
Or is it here?
people are saying
Hoax.
it's a hoax.
Yeah.
Well,
Very important people, the best people.
The best people, the most important people.
that's good. But there's also another word called solastalgia, which I just found out recently. That this word, no, I know you would think so. It's no solace. It comes from solace. Yeah, from the Latin word of solace. So it's like, so basically it's the present version of eco-anxiety. It's when the distress that you feel when your own home environment is being damaged or transformed while you're still living in it. So some people will say it's like the homesickness you have when you're still at home. Basically, I'm thinking of, I know a lot of people this summer again with the wildfires, and it's been a few years in a row now we've gotten the crazy smoke. They're like, is this our new normal?
Right.
And that would be a form of like solastalgia. Is like the dread that we're living in it now.
Right.
And that
This is the. This is, yeah.
yeah, that our home environment is being damaged while we're living in it. So, of course, the 1816 farmers did not have these words.
No.
But they definitely had
get back to work.
feelings.
Yeah.
But they did have feelings,
Of course.
right?
Stuffed it down with alcohol.
Probably. Their coping strategies were probably less meditation and more.
And
you know,
more
moonshine.
Yeah, stuff it down with some
Yeah.
shine.
Exactly. But yeah, they basically had to, watch their familiar landscapes fail to behave the way that they thought. Thanks, farmers' almanacs that were failing, losing trust in their seasonal cycles, wondering probably if the sun is literally dying.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing that can happen, but if you have a nuke, I think you can
Oxy.
restart
I
it.
think you can restart the sun.
Oh yeah,
And
hi,
that's a
Sophie
callback.
boy. Oh yeah.
Callback.
Did they have a
Yeah.
new?
Yeah. Did they try that?
Did they try it?
So, if you're freaking out about the anxiety or the environment now, if you're having anxiety about it or eco-anxiety, congrats. You and a New England farmer have something in common. New England farmer in 1816.
There you go.
Yeah.
Reaching back.
You could start a little sport group.
Freaking out about the environment
Yeah,
and selling
past
a
and-
child. I guess two things in common.
Which one, Peter? Which
I asked
one?
first. I'm still waiting.
Never gonna answer that question. Okay, now for some little gothic bonus question in the last bonus content. Sorry, in the last few minutes. Meanwhile, in Switzerland, we're gonna paint a little picture. A group of young, chaotic geniuses are having the worst summer holiday ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good premise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in
Sitcom
May 1816, Mary Godwin, later Mary Shelley, for those of you that might know who that is.
Yeah.
Do you know who that is?
Percy Shelley, I guess her husband, Mary's stepsister, Claire Claremont, and Lord Byron are all converging on Lake Geneva. So
For a convention?
no, for a summer holiday. Oh, because I said converging.
No.
Oh,
Geneva.
now I'm getting. Oh God, it's too late, you
It's
guys.
very-
This is like past
very
my
stupid.
bedtime.
No.
Literally,
Very
Fitbit just told me it's time to go to bed. So, Byron, Lord Byron, and his doctor John William Poldiori. Just remember that name, Poldiori.
Okay.
They rent Villa Diodati on Lake Geneva, and Percy and Mary rent a smaller house nearby. So what they were expecting was this like picturesque alpine summer of boating and picnics.
Sure.
But instead, thanks to Tambora, they got cold, stormy, quote, wet, ungenial, unquote, weather. And this traps them indoors for days, and actually Mary later wrote about the, quote, incessant rain that kept them inside the villa.
Not very romantic.
No, but what do you do when you're a bunch of 19th century romantics and chaotic geniuses, as it were, and you're stuck inside during a global volcanic after effect?
You write a book.
Well, kind of. You read a ton of ghost stories, you dabble in philosophy and early science, and Lord Byron proposes a contest. Everyone write the best horror story they can. So from that gloomy, storm-lashed summer comes Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, semicolon, or the modern Prometheus.
Right.
That's what it was
The
called.
full title.
I heard the new
The full
movie's
time.
great.
I heard that too and watched it.
No, I don't know. Oh, there's a new Frankenstein one?
Del Toro.
Yes.
Oh, was that the
Genius.
Netflix one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. He did Pinocchio too, right? I never saw
Yeah, I
that.
never seen that either.
He also did Pan's Labyrinth.
Never
You're
saw that
literally
either.
chewing on your own foot.
Pan's Labyrinth is a movie that I'm trying to figure out how it fits into the movies that you've shown me.
Me? Yeah, I really love that movie. It's so good, but so sad.
Oh, for sure.
Oh my
boy.
God.
I got. Look at that. You get cocky. You pay the price.
You die.
Men.
If you can see,
benefit.
but he's
There's a
like,
sigil.
Sox is literally resting his head on
I know
getting
you.
some okay, so let's move back into.
It is a fun contest, Linnea. I agree.
Yeah, very cool. But so Mary's Frankenstein, or the Modern Prometheus, was published in 1818, but it was written, or at least the beginnings of it were written during that gloomy winter, summer, sorry. And then Polidori, who was the doctor that Lord Byron brought with him to the villa, he wrote The Vampire, spelled Pyre. And the vampire, I read the synopsis of the book, I'm not going to go over it, but apparently people think that this is the ancestor, or like the what do you call it, the precursor? Pre-something?
Yep.
Of of modern vampire romantic fiction.
Really?
Not.
Dracula?
No, romantic. Oh, but I guess, when did
Dracula's
Dracula come
kinda
out, though?
romantic.
18 blah, blah, blah.
If you're into.
Okay, but
creeps
could
that-
it be that Polidori's came first?
It could very well be.
Interesting.
I think it was the end of the 1800s. I can't remember.
Well, then
No way
maybe
to
this
find
guy
out.
did it first.
Yeah, probably did. He probably did.
I mean, there's definitely no Google to, yeah. And
Norm,
Lord,
can we get a fact check?
sorry, Norm.
No,
But
don't
it's good to be
apologize. He chose to
participate.
show up.
Okay, and then Lord Byron's poem, Darkness, was published in 1816. I'm going to read it, and this is going to give you a glimpse into how they felt. I had a dream.
I believe in a thing called love. Sorry.
No.
I had a dream.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Are we done? Are we good? Everyone good?
No
Everyone good?
guarantees.
Okay, well, let's keep going.
Lee and I are desperately grasping for another one. Donnie Darko.
Okay. I had a dream, which was not all a dream. The bright sun was extinguished with a little apostrophe D.
I love it when they do that.
Yeah, like
And
that.
the skies did wander darkling in the eternal space, rayless and pathless, and the icy earth swung blind and blackening in the moonless air. Morn came and went and came and brought no day, and men forgot their passions in the dread of this their desolation, and all hearts were chill apostrophe d into a selfish prayer for light.
Really on the nose, huh?
Wow, eh? I know, Lord Byron.
Say what you see.
Be still my heart. That was something.
Good stuff.
So
Very
it didn't.
gothy.
So yeah. So Tambora didn't just break weather records and decimate populations. It also weirdly, accidentally helped invent horror
Yeah.
and some forms of like romantic vampire science fiction stuff
Hell
as
yeah.
we know them. All right. So
worth
that was
it.
the little tangent.
Yeah, so really, those 70,000, I mean, you got
think of the greater good.
Frankenstein.
You know,
Yeah.
we got
a
Tom
lot of
Cruise in
demons
a
Exactly.
blonde wig and a frock.
You talking about
Uh,
Anne Rice?
Yeah. Are you talking about Interview with a Vampire?
Yeah.
I've never actually seen it, but I've heard a lot.
I've avoided it because I feel like I don't care what a vampire has to say.
All right, let's wrap it up because it's already 9:30. Everybody.
Okay.
All right. So the year without summer triggered all kinds of ripple effects in Europe. Crop failures and soaring food prices contributed to famine, riots, and migration. In New England and Atlantic Canada, failed harvests helped push people west in search of better farmland. So this is actually kind of the immigration that moved the interior of North America. So people were kind of still on that east coast,
Yes.
and so this made them move from psychological, collectivist perspective. These disasters didn't just create kind of acute trauma; they also reshaped the entire society. They shifted where people live, what they grow, even the stories that they tell from Frankenstein and things. And some historians think that 1816 was one of the last big subsistence crises in the Western world. And subsistence crises means that it was like where people didn't have enough food
Right.
across the
overall
globe.
lack of
Yeah.
everything
Yeah, basically.
across the board.
Okay.
Gotcha.
That's right. Linnea was saying that she thought Vlad the Impaler inspired vampires generally, but it's just Dracula.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
How do you come up with being an impaler, by the way?
Impaler.
Just gonna
You
Gotta
impale
be-
people?
gotta pick
Duh.
something.
You're not going anywhere.
Nope.
I mean, I
Go
think
on.
like Heads on Spikes where it was like just a
Sure,
thing
but he's
people
just
did
doing
a
whole
lot.
bodies. Like,
Was he?
Yeah.
Did you guys do a thing on him?
Just get impaled.
No.
No, just my own research.
Maybe that's.
How often do you search up Vlad the Impaler?
Vlad
Don't
the
look at my
Impaler.
search history.
Vlad
is all I'm
Drac.
saying.
What did Vlad stand for? Was it Vladimir?
I don't remember the.
Just
I know.
Vlad? Okay, well. All right, let me see.
Bad man.
I'm just conscious of the time. Okay. All right, let's bring it all home. Okay.
Okay.
What does it tell us about humans in disaster, Tambora? All right. Lexus feels small and terrified, usually.
Yep.
A few psychological flavored takeaways. We tell stories to cope with chaos. So whether we are making up our own stories about why things are happening, kind of like what we heard about, they thought it was cannon fire or naval blasts and not eruptions.
That's what you think of something flying out of your belly button. If you flex really hard, you got some lint in there. You got a navel blast.
Yeah. People will.
I'm sorry, am I undercutting your
People
moral
will,
take home?
people will, people.
Sorry, you were going to say something about people.
Will.
Just tell us about people, Gary.
People. God damn it! People will make up their own stories too, right? Blight for you, curse for you,
Yeah.
divine justice for me.
I'm the Blightman.
Yeah, whatever helps them turn the unthinkable into a story that our brains can actually process and hold. The nervous system remembers disasters for a very long time. We actually see this epigenetically too with famine. And I think I talked about it on one of my other maybe guest podcasts. Or I talked about it in our in the defunct podcast that I worked on making for a while and then didn't.
That was a good one.
Oopsie. But it was about transgenerational like epigenetics. So basically if your grandma experienced famine, then you epigenetically your genes have now changed because your grandma experienced that and her egg with your mom was in her and your mom and then anyway they changed your mom, then your mom changed you, and you are more likely then to seek out more food and overindulge in food.
Right.
And kind of have that scarcity mentality. Something like that, super paraphrasing here, it's way more complicated than that. But it is interesting that your nervous system and your body does remember some of this stuff.
That is very cool.
Mm-hmm.
That it can just cross
interesting.
generations.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of terrifying, too, though, because, transgenerational trauma is really a thing. That's different than genetically, but you do see that, there's a lot of trauma that can be
abuse
carried, carried, both socially, but it seems like in our genes, too.
Yeah.
It's parallel processes.
Interesting.
What are you waiting for? Oh, okay.
Oh, nothing. I was just turning to speak because that was an interesting point.
Okay.
Finally got his attention.
Okay, we know that, again, because of our nervous systems, a lot of survivors will, especially to big disasters, will experience PTSD, depression, anxiety, survivor's guilt. There's a lot of why me? Why did I mean, imagine the 26 people that survived from the 12,000. They probably felt a lot of that.
Did I have to sell both children?
God. And then the people of Sumbawa, the island, they rebuilt, but then they kind of lived in the shadow of that caldera, literally and psychologically. Sucks, you goof, jump over the wire. Okay, good boy.
You're attributing a lot of agility to him.
Yes, that's true. So, so not only literally were they living in the shadow of it, but also psychologically in the shadow of something that erased parts of their history, the land, etc. There's a lot of kind of climate anxiety, nostalgia. People are still feeling that to this day. Tambora gave us kind of an early brutal example of it, but now we're even more scared of losing a stable climate and what that could mean.
Ideally, we're scared of it.
Yeah, and then, and somehow out of all of that, we can still create beautiful things in art. So, for instance, Frankenstein and the modern vampire stories and all of that was born out of something like this.
Right.
So,
making lemonade.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of my spiel about Tambora. What'd you think? Questions? Concerns?
This is a great spiel. I'm very concerned in general.
A few. Is this going to happen again?
Yeah.
I mean, just read up on Yellowstone, see if you can sleep tonight.
What's up with that volcano?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
I
dormant?
keep hearing about that. They're
No,
always
it's
like,
really
it's good, and but then it never,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, maybe it's doing the pre-burps.
One can relate.
Yeah. All right. Right, I was supposed to pick a song. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, right. I forgot about that part.
Nah.
All right. Partly because I have been currently playing Expedition 33 Claire Obscura.
I'm just going to cue Linnea for
Yeah, I was going to say, because I've heard, Linnea, you're big into the game, and Lee's actually played it too,
Yep.
and Norm's played it.
Oh my god, I get it.
The only game you
There
ever
are
play
other
is
games, Peter.
Doom.
There are other games.
Yeah.
Why would you?
But I'm still, please no spoilers, I'm still
None
halfway
from me.
through it. I
Yeah.
can't remember. I don't know how many acts there are, but I'm like in Act 2.
You got a
So-
long way to go from what you're
Yeah.
describing.
Really? Oh, God, I thought I was getting Okay. All right. Well, anyway, exciting, I guess, that I have a lot. But so I'm gonna pick the main. I think it's the main theme. Maybe Lumiere is what it's called, and I really like that song. It kind of creates this ambiance for me of like overall sadness, minor hope, minor but very minor.
Right.
But it's like overall like sadness but peace. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
But the feeling that I get kind of jives with, I think, what we're talking about, how we as humans can be also so resilient and create art from something that's catastrophic. We can keep rebuilding and keep surviving. And yeah, so that's kind of my musical pick.
Good one.
Linnea says, best game ever, all caps. It's amazing, which is honestly the most restrained I've ever heard her speak about.
I know, I'm excited. I hope it gets less confusing because I'm still like, am I supposed to know more than I know?
The thing is,
I
am a simple man. I walk into the living room and I see you fighting like a pile of rocks holding a club. Like, what?
That's true, you do.
I don't even understand what I'm looking at.
Okay, but look at what you're fighting.
Yeah, they have limbs.
Hey,
They're identifiable.
it was holding a club with an arm.
Well, no, it was holding
That's
it
a
with
limb.
something that I couldn't really. Oh,
Peter.
Oh my God, Peter, how much money are you losing today?
doesn't matter.
Not gonna be a very nice birthday for your children.
We gotta go without food. We gotta figure out which kid we're selling, Peter.
Still waiting on that answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're the one losing the money, so you have to make the call.
This is your money that you.
Yep.
It's been great, Ro.
Oh my God. Oh, I'll miss that guy.
You're already moving on.
What?
You gotta come to terms with.
Of course not. He's amazing. Okay, so
Wait, are you saying it would be?
no, both of them are amazing, and I would not sell either. I would sell you.
I'm not that.
I mean,
valuable.
that's.
You're the one losing all the money, so I would
my
sell
wife
you.
would give to.
That's fair. Throwing good money after that money.
Go along with it.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! Don't die again!
I'm
Don't
not.
die
Boy.
again!
I won't.
Look at this
Okay.
guy.
Who's
I'm focused.
who?
now.
Does someone else need to give a music or
All of
anything?
us.
Oh, okay.
I
Sorry.
got one.
Okay.
So I didn't. I mean, my prompt was you have to think
So
of
sorry.
fire, cold, and misery.
Yes,
And I
that is
said,
the prompt I gave
Cold
Peter.
Fire.
Because it created the cold
Now
summer
I
and
get
stuff.
it.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
it makes sense, right?
So I didn't tick the fire box, but I definitely
okay.
have.
Oh my God, you died again.
I definitely have cold and misery.
Can we
covered.
stop now? Can we
Focus.
just don't?
Focus.
No, can
No.
we just not
I
keep
need
going?
to focus. That's
You're
what's
supposed
up.
to be talking right now and telling us your music.
No, Lee's got it.
Okay. Oh, you guys picked together?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm saying
Peter has
Lee's
his own
talking about
choice.
his
Oh,
music
I
right
see,
now.
I
If
see.
you were
Okay.
paying attention, way to be a friend. Wow.
No,
Lee was talking.
I got confused about the format. Go on. Sorry.
My
Cold.
choice is a song called "Cold."
Oh,
It is
okay.
by the band The Cure
Okay.
from their album Pornography. Came out in 1982 or 3. Anyway, it is an extremely bummed out song. So I got the cold covered and I got the misery covered. It's very gothy in an 80s way. So yeah,
Cool.
really good soundtrack, and it is very just it's all crumbling.
I mean, that would have been perfect for like the aftermath. That song
Exactly.
for like just play it for like a year straight.
Yeah.
18,
I mean,
16.
if they heard it, they'd be like,
18
"What is this noise?" You're
100 and froze to death. Is that what it was?
yeah, 18.
There we go. Just
That's the
play
soundtrack. Cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There you
Yeah.
So I picked one that I'm just going to... So far for all three of these, I'm picking music that I've been listening to lately. And I'm going to focus on the societal collapse piece.
Okay.
And also my excitement for seeing Nine Inch Nails again.
go. Oh yeah.
Because I also don't think I've recommended a Nine Inch Nails song in a disaster yet. I've been listening to... So I recently discovered/rediscovered their album Year Zero. Lee, are you...
Not as familiar with that
Yeah,
one. But
me neither. It had
got
just
some
kind of...
bangers.
For me, I was... Like, I think I probably could have named most of their albums, except that one. It just completely slipped for me.
yeah.
Anyway, there's a song on there called Vessel that they also played live.
Oh, cool.
Which I'm assuming you'll also experience.
They did?
Yeah.
I guess I don't know which one it was. So.
Yeah. Name a Nine Inch Nails song.
Closer. I really like
Fair
that
enough.
one.
Yes. That's true.
Starfucker.
That is yes.
What is the American? No.
I'm Afraid of Americans.
That's the one.
Although that's
David
a David
Bowie
Bowie
song.
song.
No, but he did it.
He was on it. Spoilers.
Oh, sorry. They don't do it.
He does that cool.
He did last time.
Okay.
Anyway, Vessel's a great song. It's mostly, I guess, after hearing the disaster about societal collapse. I was going to say that bit of a cold song that's got some heat to it, but after hearing about the collapse of society that followed this volcano, great song for that too. So check those out.
Awesome. I think he did recommend he recommended The Wretched on one show.
Did I?
I think so. That doesn't. You quoted it. You were like back from the beginning.
Oh yeah, I think I mentioned it.
Maybe you just mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of those song lyrics that comes to mind every time somebody's, like, there's this song lyric that leads to another song lyric, so you always have to say that.
It always runs through your head.
Oh yeah, back at the beginning.
Yeah.
Sinking, swimming. Yeah, so that was awesome. That's the music. Again, you didn't hear any of it because we don't want our videos to get taken down. But find those songs because they're great. I'm not quite at the end of this level. Do we cut it short? We have something else we want to talk about. Keeping in mind, $10 ups the game speed 10%. So if you want to see me die more for men's mental health,
please don't do that.
we have 2 of them.
Why don't we talk more? Why don't we muse about death and dying some more? Just kidding.
Okay.
I'm easy.
I think we're good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm fine. I'm very tired.
Great.
Actually.
I'm going to finish this encounter then, just to give men's mental health one more
closure.
opportunity for me to die.
But you still got one more week, right?
Oh yeah, we got next week.
Who's
Next
doing
week,
that?
I will be presenting and
Oh.
got some headway on some notes.
Nice.
I'm very proud of myself.
Any hint as to what it will
It's one that's been sort of requested quite a bit in
Oh,
the
whoa.
past.
Oh.
be? Is it music related?
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
want to give too much away.
No, that's
Okay, yeah.
cool.
There's
Well, because Peter last week was like volcano, and that kind of like trapped me into doing a volcano, even though I had already
you had
started
told
it.
me you
Yeah,
were
yeah,
going.
I know, but I was like, any more than just people have requested it, or is that enough? That's probably enough.
the disaster in this case might just be a disaster of, you could say, misinformation.
Can you give us like a time?
Contemporary-ish. Well,
Oh, okay.
yeah, no, not
Okay.
anymore. But not 90s.
Cool. All right, I won't press anymore. Cool. Okay, 90s-ish misinformation disaster. Nice.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
And I'll come up with some other things to, oh my god, really up the difficulty for the last.
Please
20
don't.
minutes.
Feel like we're good.
Look, we don't have to sell them, but in this house.
No, I'm selling you. I'm selling you.
I'm just saying,
You had a good
in
one.
our household, there are 8 kidneys. And realistically, we only need 4 of them. So, I think we can
Do we
fund
count
this.
dog kidneys? Because then we actually have 10.
I don't know. Can you
Some
put those in a?
kidneys right here.
Can you put those in a person legally? Probably.
And right now, we actually have more kidneys than you think. Because Lee's here.
Oh, that's true. I'm not.
Run!
I wouldn't put Lee.
Making my
Escape. Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to sign off too. I'm very
Okay.
tired.
I'm gonna. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna wrap this up.
Are
So
you?
thanks everyone for. Yes, I'm working on it. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm gonna get burned alive. Thanks. Oh. I just want to give money to men's mental health. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks for joining us. That was a disaster. That was Gary. Next week, like you just heard, a requested disaster from Lee. Nuclear Norm's going to be here to provide. I think that's what
It
he
could be
said.
me as well. I'm easy if
Okay.
Mom wants to take a
Cool.
break.
Well, I think he said that he was going to provide color commentary
I could use it.
and the razzing. Although I think I commentated colorfully.
Yeah, today was better than when you weren't
Well,
as
Eternal
involved.
is a different game.
Yeah. That's when I sort of tee you up for a punchline. And you're like, oh, I'm going to die soon. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
No, this needs like 70% of my concentration.
Right.
Eternal needs like 100. Okay, great. So thanks all for joining us. And I guess I'll just say we'll see you in the next disaster where I finish this level. The game gets significantly harder from here. So I'm just going to get the wallet out.
Keep your checkbook handy.
Well, you better work harder.
Thanks
Wait,
for
what?
tuning
That's
in,
not how it
everybody.
works.
That's how it works for me.
Yeah, fair enough. I just won't get fired.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks for joining us. I'm going to stop the stream. Thanks for all your donations and for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.